Starting streaming. Won't be long.
Live. Coming live.
Coming live at ya.
We're from the other side of the world. We're in the mountains right now. What elevation are you at? Are you like on the coast?
I'm like murder at 0. It doesn't have
Murder
the
at
same.
0.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same ring as murder at 8,500.
Yeah. Alright, I need to turn this off so I'm not listening to that because I hear us now.
Okay.
Then I need to open this up. Nice.
Right.
Well, if we're live.
I think we're live. There we go. Mr. Dalton.
I'm right here.
Do you ever get called Michael Bolton?
My whole life. My whole life.
I thought so.
Every hotel I've ever checked into. Michael Bolt. And I've checked into a lot of hotels.
For those of you who don't know who Michael Bolton is, Google him and download some music and don't listen to it. It's alright.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It has nothing to do with me. But I'm gonna see if I can license one of his songs one day. So what's going on? What have you been talking about?
What have I been talking about? Cardinal George Pell yesterday, highest ranking Catholic in Australia, third in range to the Pope.
Was he tickling kids?
He was. He got convicted yesterday. 2 counts.
Tickling children. Tickling kids.
Yep.
The
biggest
kid tickling scheme in the world. The Catholic Church.
Absolutely.
I'm
And
like a shot for that one.
yeah.
I could talk about Woodland Park PD and never get in trouble. Talk about the Catholic Church.
I know. So that's a huge win, like for not just Australia, but for everyone.
Yes.
And no one that high up has been convicted until now. So just waiting to see what his sentence is going to be like. Are you playing the guitar?
So was he? That's crazy. I want to talk about that now. I want to know how that happened.
Hey, I'm interviewing you. The other way around.
Let's do this.
Okay. What did I have for you? Okay, so I don't know the answer to this. So, what came first? Woodland Park Underground or Dad with a Phone? Or did they
Woodland Park Underground. Woodland Park Underground for sure. As far as like any sort of I'm not 100% sure where Dad with a Phone came from. I think I started working on it in secret, and then somehow it leaked because I was working on it, and then somebody said something, and I was like, have I said something about this on the underground? And then I was just forced into it by some YouTube politics. But Woodland Park Underground started 2.5, maybe almost 3 years ago. I have lived in Woodland Park for going on 12 years now.
Yep.
And we've been in Teller County a little bit longer than that. We've been in Colorado about 14 years now. And so I had been real quiet, never said a thing, never did nothing. Just did my own little gig, worked for some corporate companies,
Yep.
did some corporate social media stuff, did some branding, did some videos, did my own little freelance deal that I've done my entire life just about.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I'm sitting at the bar with one of the locals and we're talking some bullshit, and we're talking about a big hole in the ground that's happening right in the middle of town. And he goes, man, you ought to do one of them social media pages and just talk about everything in this town. I was like, I'm on it, bro. I got that done. Because all I had to do is do what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Take some hobby time, take a little hobby time and put it towards messing with this town. It got so much so that I almost ran for mayor. They were calling me the social media mayor. I mean, I went and was going to get on the ballot. And right when they were about to put my name on the ballot, I got the email. The city said, "You've been confirmed. We're going to put you on the ballot." The city ladies were happy. I was like, that's bullshit. Take me off the ballot. I don't want to do this. I was just joking, just to mess with y'all. I'm not even lying. It's all out there. And so I had kind of just been messing. I filmed the deer in town. I do a promo video for a business in town. So it's a real small town. So it's kind of fun to be involved in the politics of your 7,500 member town. I go to all the city councilmen meetings. I jack with the mayor, jack with the judges, you know, everybody. I know everybody from the mayor to the homeless person. I know everybody from the police chief to the city council members, to the city women, the women who work in the city. I go pay my bills in cash just so I can meet those people. Be like, I'm here to pay my bill for the water. I'm here to pay my bill for the toilet, you know, or whatever. I do that. So
you have a toilet bill?
Well, yeah, water and waste bill. Yeah. We got to pay for our shit to go somewhere. Anyway, so I had been doing the underground for a minute. I already been jacking with the town. I think I was just over 10,000 members when our, you know, follows and likes on my Facebook. And my YouTube, I really hadn't messed with it. I didn't really mess with it. The YouTube has always been CNN, right? I got Fox Network over at Facebook. I got CNN over at YouTube. And so I never really been on CNN. And then all of a sudden, I started putting some stuff out on CNN. I had worked for CNN for other companies. When I say CNN, I mean YouTube. Yeah. I'm just jacking with people, you know, just the network, another network. This network controls a lot of stuff. And so started messing with that. And then this case landed right on my, right in town, you know. And about 4 days after, or 5 days, it was on the 6th. I can tell you because I got a deal here on November, on December. I gotta get to my date. It was on December 6th, I think, is when I first said something about Kelsey, which would have been 1, 2, 3, almost 4 days later.
Yeah.
Than they publicly announced it, right? So it wasn't like I was running around trying to find some mega case to chase.
Well, that was going to be my next question. So,
go ahead.
So Kelsey went missing, and so what caused you to just go with it?
So I got a message at the underground. One of my girlfriends here in town, we babysit her dog. We take care, not my girlfriends. I said my girlfriends, my wife's girlfriends, but one of the girls here in town, that's going to cause so much shit.
We'll edit that out later. Oh, wait.
They'll find out later. So this girl in town, we babysit her dog. She always messages me on Facebook, and she said, "Are you following this case on this missing girl?"
Yep.
And I was like, "Man, I heard about it. I saw it, but I haven't." And I'll tell you why. As you guys are beginning to understand, this is not unusual, especially in Colorado. There's missing people everywhere, right? So I know that sometimes something happens and I just didn't catch it. Sometimes it didn't interest me. The case didn't interest me. It wasn't like I didn't understand the sleuthing. I knew nothing about sleuthers. I knew nothing about internet web, none of this BS. No, when I say that, I say I didn't follow any of these channels. I never watched these channels. And so all of a sudden, I'm going down the street because there's a bunch of cops. Somebody says, there's a bunch of cops down the street. Well, let's go down here and see what the hell's going on. Oh my God, this is where this woman went missing. This is on my block. And so, people, when I say it's on my block, I've driven it 100 times. You can judge it. I've shown it on a map. I don't live on the same address.
Yes, because it's not on Michael's block.
It's not. Yeah, people start screaming. It's not on Michael's block.
It's not technically on his block.
Okay, if I go out of my house and I turn right and I walk straight up this road, I'm going to get to another alleyway up there, and if I turn right on that alleyway, that's Kelsey's alleyway. Okay, so I'm not going to cross.
I'm making fun of them, not you.
But anyway, I'm there, check the maps, they got the whatever. I live right here. This town is so freaking small. The Safeway she was at, they start saying she's at the Safeway on Thanksgiving. She's at the Safeway on Thanksgiving. Nothing even registers to me.
No, it doesn't.
And then something happened with the case, and I said, baby, what were we doing on Thanksgiving? What did we do? We went to Summer's house, didn't we? And she said, yes. And she goes, oh my God, I was at the Safeway on Thanksgiving getting something for the green bean casserole that I was going to make, you know, for the thing. So all of a sudden, these pictures, I said, we drove right past Kelsey's house at 12:20, and you know, all these things start stirring in my head. I start
when that timeline comes out, you start thinking about it. You know, 12:20 here.
So,
you start going.
There's no joke. As soon as I did this, up until this point, Dad's routine was, let's take some pictures of some deer. Let's go do a parade video.
Yeah.
Let's go do this. All of a sudden, they're having a national press conference in the same city council chambers that I go to every Thursday, you know, for city council meeting.
Okay.
And I always go there with my phone anyway, and I broadcast my city council meetings to my live channel on Underground, you know, jack with the people. And so I thought, well, damn, if they're going to have a press conference, I'm going to go. And so I actually got there before the press conference started. Oh, there was a damn load of news people. I was like, the hell if I'm waiting in line here. I walked right into the back door, came in the back door. It's all on a live video. I damn did the live video from the press conference. I'm talking to the police officers. Everybody in the building knows exactly who I am.
Yeah.
Nobody questions me. The city knows who I am. Everybody knows who I am. I'm setting up cameras before the news people are even let inside the door, before they open the doors to the courtroom. It's on a live video. I can't deny it. It happened. And so then I'm like, what the hell is going on here? You know, I have no idea what's going on. Are you there? Oh, don't close. My phone's telling me it doesn't like batteries. I'm just a dad with a phone, by the way.
See, he's a dad with a dodgy phone, guys.
If we lose connection,
don't fear. He will be back.
No, just ask a question, because I was rambling.
No, that's okay.
So
where were we at? Yeah, no, keep going.
I was in the press conference, or whatever, and that's kind of, I mean, it like intrigued me. And up until this point, I put some deer video up. My ass goes and sits on my damn couch and watches Netflix, like everybody else, going, I don't really want to make no more content. I really don't want to work and do other shit. I already got enough videos to edit. I don't want to do nothing else. I just go sit down and watch Making a Murderer. And then I went to that press conference. I was like, this is living it. Like, this is going to be a story that is told for history, and I'm right here in the middle of it. By God, I'm going to go tell my own story about it. And that's kind of how it birthed into where now all of a sudden I'm talking down under, you know?
Hey, these small things just start snowballing, and it goes so far. It just...
Well, and now, like, there's almost a little passion, right?
Yeah.
There's something that is lit within us when it comes to these kind of cases and this kind of injustice and this kind of thing. There's something within us that says, man, we should help.
Yeah.
How can we help? What can we do? What can I say? Can I bring more attention? And I've talked to a lot of people. I've done interviews with a lot of people, really. Some of these interviews haven't even aired yet. And I tell people, I'm like, what the thing is I am just a dad with the phone.
Yeah.
This is a freaking phone, you know? And I'm talking to whoever's listening, whoever that is.
I swear that there's probably conspiracy theories out there or exaggerations about who you are. But, you know...
Oh, I'll tell you the truth. Ask me anything. I want to hear the honest answer.
I haven't... I'm just the way that people act.
I like the conspiracy theories.
You know. Hey, this wasn't coordinated, guys. We just liking the blue.
Oh, blue drinks. Nice.
Family support. I know family support. I know your wife was not happy that you gave up that prostitution gig.
Yeah. So like
so then what happened?
Yeah. So I do as little as possible to make as much money as I can.
Work smarter, not harder.
Right. So I can do more stuff that I love. This stuff is what I'm starting to love this right here. I'm starting to feel why and how you guys do this and why you do it.
So look at me. I've only been doing this for a couple of weeks, and I'm like,
you're addicted.
Oh no!
Look at you now. You're doing multi-camera angles on YouTube.
I know. It's weird.
You started. That's the thing is, I'm a dad with a single camera on a phone, and you're a mom or whoever you are. If you got kids, or if you're staying with you're a woman. You're a woman who has a multi-camera television show right now out of your room right there.
Out of my basement. No, we don't have basements. Mostly.
So, but you're like real small. You're like a real small.
I am. I'm trying to kind of like, because I haven't used Zoom, so I'm kind of.
Oh, you gotta do the double screen where, you gotta somehow.
Ooh, that's me, and now you're small. Woo! Let's not do that.
We should design your screen right now, and get your banner going. Look at you. You're gonna be multi-camera rolling it in no time. But anyway, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
It's driving me crazy. Well, like I said, having chronic pain, body not doing what you want it to, getting things fixed and all the rest of it. The only thing left is my brain. So,
write that book, girl. That's not literally. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing literally with these blogs.
Yeah.
I'm telling you to write a book.
No, but you are writing it essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it right now. You're writing your book.
You are.
Because forever, and so that's a good thing.
Yes. Mrs. Underground, yeah, and the kids too. They support you doing this, and
so right now I got a village in my living room. Y'all think I'm kidding, but I have a village in there. Not just my kids. There's probably 5 other kids in there from 3 other families, or from a homeschool. They just came back for a homeschool co-op. So my wife stays at home, and she does some work too, but mainly stays at home with the kids.
Yeah.
And does some homeschool stuff. Does homeschool stuff with the co-op. They do a lot of alternative learning activities, museums, zoos. Get to travel with me a little bit, do stuff with me. So. That's kind of the family life. It has been that way. I've got a 11-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 4-year-old, and that's how it's been since my 11-year-old was 2 years old. They've all been at the house. And
I thought you had 2 girls.
What?
I thought you only had 2 girls.
Yeah, that's what you thought, right? That's how most people think.
Dad with an extra child.
Yeah, I got 3 kids. So don't be. Yeah, one of my kids is probably very. If you see him on the screen, that's more than Dad's seen him in a week. No, I'm just kidding. No, I have a son. My oldest is a son. It's Nick. I mean, it's between me and Nikki. We've been married 15 years.
Yep.
Got married in Las Vegas.
Woo!
What you wanna know?
Good city.
We eloped to Vegas.
Yeah, I have been there. That's good.
So, yeah.
Very nice.
I'm a family man. I'll be remembered, hopefully, by my children as a good dad.
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody else can shove it. Really,
well, yeah, that's right. They're not the ones paying your bills or sleeping with you, are they? So
no, exactly. As long as
it doesn't. As long as you're happy.
As
Yeah.
long as I live at 8,500 feet in the mountains of Colorado.
I can't imagine
murder.
what except for murder, you know. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Murder aside,
you know, dying aside, it's great. Air's great.
we used to call this town the city above the clouds. I'm calling it Murder at 8,500.
I think it's a great name. That'll be the name of the next Paramount movie, Murder at 8,500.
Better call Dad with a phone, because I already got that TM.
How many hours do you reckon you spend a week on YouTubing?
This is my life.
Everyone said it just becomes full-time.
Yeah, it's not like I don't do other things. If you think that I sacrifice other things, I mean, I'll turn it off. And,
yeah, no, I know you do.
Yeah, I turn it off and I'll disappear with my kids. And right now it's crazy because it's winter time.
Yep.
And I'm a farmer in a sense that I harvest in harvest time. And then, you know, a lot of times in the winter time in the mountains, we buckle down, light the fire, and stay warm, you know?
Yep.
And so, although this winter has come and gone and I feel like I haven't quit working, but it's really been, I've been putting a lot of effort towards this kind of stuff. And that's where I begin to put my extra time. Instead of really clicking that, I'm telling you, my Netflix stream has probably gone down 4 or 5 hours a day.
Mine has.
Or even more, maybe 10. I don't watch Netflix at all. And if I watch it, it's because my wife wants to watch something as we're going to bed and I'm asleep, you know, after doing a live video or after doing 3 live videos a day. I've been kind of overwhelmed because content rich. Like I'm in a content rich environment right now.
Yeah, you are.
If I walk outside, I can go to the Safeway, or I can go to the Int, or I can go to the Sonic, or the furniture store, or Kelsey's house, or Patrick's house, or Cripple Creek, or the court.
Cripple Creek!
Cripple Creek!
Cripple Creek! Colorado. I love it. I don't know why.
Cripple, have you looked up the history of Cripple Creek?
No, I haven't. No.
You should Google that shit.
I will do that, and everyone else is going to do that. This is your homework, guys. You have to look at the history.
I got all self-conscious about I cut myself today when I was shaving.
How you can make a story up about that?
I know.
It was actually KK. You went down there. You went down that back alley on the way to Kelsey's block, and
I did get a message today that there's an undercover cop at Kelsey's house. Did you hear that?
Speculation?
Reputable source. I didn't drive down there because I had this thing going, but
I did not hear this.
What?
I did not hear it. The only thing I heard was my alarm, and I threw it across the room. This is why I'm not employable.
Yeah, but I'm not employable either.
No, I'd rather just work for myself, I think. So okay, so
tell me.
Brain fart. All right. So what do we think he's there for? Speculate on that.
What? Oh, the undercover?
Yeah.
Oh hell, I don't even want to be. That you just came up with that question. Where's one of these questions you had on a list? I don't even know, because all I said is I got a message that there was an undercover. You asked me speculation, and I said from a reputable source. That's all we said.
All I meant was, now we're gonna speculate about it.
Yeah, but speculation is
dangerous.
Is what this whole case is based on. Let me tell you what, I got a.
Whoa, it is, yeah.
In front of me. Like ask me a question about something that's out there, and I can tell you whether that was a tweet or whether that was an affidavit.
That would be no fun.
But you have to understand that is that we can say, oh, okay, so let's play this. Let's play this game. Let you guess if this is a tweet or if this is on affidavit. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, here we go. KK says Patrick Frazee first talked of killing KB when? September.
Oh, crap. I'm not good at tests. Hang on, did you say if it's real or if it's affidavit or tweet? That's a tweet.
Actually, affidavit, line 61, KK, September, KK PF, KK says, PF first talked.
Oh, hang on, no, sorry. Yes, no, now I got you. Yeah, okay, 3 times, so September. Oh, crap. October 14.
Wait. The tweet that comes out says, KK takes coffee to KB.
Ambien.
Who says that? Tweet or affidavit?
KK, sorry, repeat it. KK takes.
KK takes coffee to KB.
Didn't Slater say that? So Slater said that, so it'd be affidavit.
You think that's an affidavit? That's a tweet. So like that, if we played that game, like you said, it's no fun.
I suck at this game.
It's no fun. It's no fun.
No, so it's not.
You have to look at stuff like a storyline, like they're feeding it to us.
Yeah.
They're getting their, but they're
like little fishies in a bowl. Yeah.
But they're getting their footage. They're gonna have footage of searching. They're gonna have footage of searching the dump because they went down there and did a big press day just 30 days later.
Yeah. Well. This is something I don't understand, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, just say it, alright. So I read somewhere that if they're looking for something... Oh, how's your phone going? Michael, do we help you? Where are you? Your internet connection is unstable. Mine? Hell to the no. It's not. Where are you? Alright, I'm here alone, guys. It's okay. He'll be back. Alright, intermission. Because I'm on my own, I have to get my own drinks and take myself to the toilet. So, chat amongst yourselves. What do we think about this PI? Or whatever it is. Ooh, I'm back. Hey.
I'm back. Don't even lie. Dad didn't go nowhere.
I just turned my video off for a tick.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, no, it's alright. So can you talk to the guys? Well, I said because I'm on my own, I have to get my own drinks and take myself to the toilet.
No worries. Go take yourself.
Alright, go talk to these guys. Answer their questions.
If you got me on camera, I'm on.
You're on.
I just took it over, down, under. What? goddamn American. So when this is written history, somehow, somewhere in Australia, somebody's gonna Google this and they're gonna be like, who was this guy? Dad with the phone. Hashtag dad with a phone. They're gonna say he took over an Australian YouTube channel. I did not hack this channel, by the way. I didn't hack this channel. Don't be thinking I hacked this channel. I don't own this channel. I got nothing to do with this channel. I don't have back or resources of whatever's going on. Dad with the phone was just contacted to talk to Miss Murder Australia. Granted, her name is Miss Murder. I should have been pre-warned. This whole Dexter phenomenon is across the world. Dad with the phone is in Australia right now with a live broadcast. That was good, kids. My kids are gonna get, y'all hear that music in the backdrop? My kids are gonna get me kicked off because then they're playing whatever that little kid is. I don't know if she's back yet. I don't hear her. Anyway, that's pretty funny. So I'm in Australia right now, and I've taken over this live show on Miss Murder, and we did our branding. We've got all that out. Hopefully she doesn't get kicked off YouTube because my kids have got some kind of craziness going on. They've got about 15 kids in there, probably more like 8 kids, but it felt like 15. We were talking murder, family, mystery. This could be a hacker's channel. They could just be, I hope they're not swatting me right now. I have kids in the building. Dad with the phone. Hashtag Australia style, baby. When history is written, this will be one of my first international YouTube broadcasts, straight from Mrs. Murder's IP address, actually, because I'm going into her Zoom and then out her screen capture. Wow. Dad with a phone has gone international. Oh, wait, here we go. Coming answers, your fans. Questions. I forgot to read this stuff. Sorry about that. I wonder why. I'll go on rants, kids. I'm sorry. I can actually hear Dad with my earphones on. Okay, hi, Dad. Why? Undercover cop. It's got to be speculation as much as KK has lied. When was the new interview coming out? As soon as this Bad Boy podcast is over. Mike, why do you think you were called in as a witness in court? TDG loves Colorado. Whoever that is. The only reason I can guess why I was called in as a witness. 1, I have drone footage. 2, I said something that no one else said, and they want to know why I said it. 3, keep Dad with the phone out of the court. It could be that simple. It could be drone footage. The reason why I don't think it's just to keep Dad out of the court is because then that means they tug the judge into it. I could see the DA doing that. I could see the defense doing that. I just can't see one of our... I can't believe I'm saying... I can't... Of course I can see one of the judges doing that. So I guess they could just be trying to keep me out of court. Or it's because I have some footage. I've been around the case since it started. I told the story how I got involved, man. I walked down there, boom, cops. Press conference. Stories being told about this murder mystery. Yeah. I've been watching Making of a Murder. I've been watching Innocent Man. I've been watching... What? This is happening in my town right now? Sound good to me. It's better than watching Netflix. We got a 1904 courthouse in Cripple Creek. Shout out to Cripple Creek, Australia. Did this Miss Murder just leave? Am I going to tell this story? Where did Miss Murder go? I just took over Australia. I guess. Oh, here she comes. I hear it.
Woohoo! It's a squeaky chair. Hey.
Well, if anybody comes to that just in history section there, they're going to get a whole mouthful about me taking over Australia.
I know, I can hear it. That's fine because I've got you playing out there too. I just had to. I should have put the volume off. No, it's all good. Okay, so if it was to keep you out of court, what was my question? Down. All right, so. Oh no, you drone footage. Hang on a minute. I've got to go and fix this sound up.
Fix it up. Oh my goodness, this is good. Honey, see how that says local hive? Unofficial sponsor. Dad with the phone. Unofficial. Where'd she go? All right, Dad's taking back over Murder. Miss Murder in Australia. And the question was the drone footage.
Sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, I got told somewhere, read somewhere, that if they're looking for any evidence at the...
Does this bother you?
No, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Okay. What they're looking for is the size of a pinky finger. So,
yeah.
How on earth are they going to find something that size in...
You know what? Those cops are doing what we're doing.
Speculating?
No, those cops are doing whatever
Making up shit?
No, whatever they can.
Whatever they can.
No, whatever they can. You know, they can't search a river. Can't search the river.
No.
Right? Search the river. But we can search a dump. And truth be told, in theory, what they're telling us is true.
It is, yeah.
In theory, our dumps are pretty secure. You know, they are grid patterned out.
Yeah, and they each tell a history. Yeah. So is that the Midway landfill?
That's in theory. If you knew exactly what you were looking for, exactly what it would almost have to be.
I guess maybe they're hoping that the temperatures in the trough didn't rise to a high enough heat, because it takes a great heat to completely incinerate a body.
All right, now I want you guys, as long as we can just be wrapped around the idea that everything we're talking about is on testimony of a liar. So, you know, we're speculating on dump because make me put my glasses
Well,
back.
KK wasn't even really clear about the dump.
Yeah, dump or the river.
Or, yeah.
Or the gorge.
Or, yeah.
You know, and so what the police are doing, a lot of people will call it a waste of taxpayer money. What the police are doing will call it a waste of time. What the police are doing, a lot of people will call it something. The truth is, they're just doing whatever they can.
And you go and say that to the Bereth's face. You know, it's like... No, sorry. Yeah, you know, like those people who say it's a waste of taxpayers' money, etc. So, well, you go around to the Bereth's house and you tell her mother that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
We don't want to go down that road. We don't want to talk. We're not going to talk that because they're doing whatever they can.
They are, yeah. I understand why, yeah.
No one else can go dig up a dump. Let's just be honest.
No.
Cops. That's it. So
And so the drone footage, was it that you took? Was it of the Midway landfill? Was it where they were searching, or?
Oh, absolutely. The drone footage that I took was of the first time they told us they were going there.
Yep.
So
that was the first time I saw you, actually.
Yeah, the first time they told us we were going there, I was like, you know, I woke up, people were like, they're at the dump, they're at the dump, they're at the dump. And I was like, oh, okay, I know where that dump is. I rolled over, told my wife, I was like, what do I got going on today, you know? And I said, well, let's go down here to the dump.
Awesome. As long as it's a nice dump.
It's 45 minutes away down the mountain, a ways away, first of all.
Wow.
It's a ways away. But, with new information that just will release today, the dump may be a ways away, but it could be on the way to somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there for a second. But yes, I did go out to the dump and I took some drone footage and I saw the news people and I saw stories they were going to tell about how the dump people cooperated with them. And then I got all the way back home. I drove this is all live. It's all documented on Facebook.
Yeah.
I bring my all the way home and somehow my phone had died, like it died just a second ago. And I get on Facebook and there's a message that says, Michael, you were looking in the wrong place down there. So I drive all the way back, not because I thought they told me something special. They told me some other stuff. Yeah. And I get down there and then I start counting cameras. And there's like 5 cameras around that little building where those trucks come in. There's one there taking pictures of license plates, taking pictures of how much you weigh, taking pictures of everything that goes in and out of that dump. Everything that comes in.
Yep.
And this is not new to me. I understand what's going on. And so I'm like, well, maybe they're just getting video footage. So for sure. So that's what I'm thinking this guy tells me on Facebook. They got the video footage from the dump. So they get down, they get to the courtroom, then they say what KK said, whatever. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I want to see when she said
you were going to bring that up, weren't you? Yeah.
Spoke against short convo, Christmas plans. Anyway, KK says the dump or the river. I think it's a tweet.
I'm not playing tweet affidavit anymore because I suck at that game.
No, pinged outside of Cripple. But anyway, they end up with this whole dump in Woodland Park. So CBI and FBI leaked that they got. That was the one I went on. I went on the CBI FBI leak that when they said we're the dump. That's when I headed down there. I was like, shit, CBI and FBI, my ass is going. I get down there, they don't show up, never show up. It's a big media circus. Nobody knows nothing. But I go around, shoot drone footage all over the dump, and then I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is. And 15 years ago when I married my wife, I was living in Oklahoma, and we moved from Oklahoma to South Florida to take care of her mother. And I left a job, I left a life. I just went down there to take care of her mother with her. Oh, good on you. Her aunt and her stepdad own engineering companies, and they were like, bitch, come work for us. Yeah. And so I left doing video. I left doing all that stuff that I love. I've been doing video, traveling, doing all that stuff. Yep. But I get on this engineering company, and none other, where else do I land is in where they're building a dump. So for like 7 months, I'm doing these engineering grids and GPS coordinates, and I'm starting to understand how these dumps work. Yeah. And so I video before they said they were going to go do the dump, before they said they were going to go, I did a video and was like, the dump is a landfill. A landfill preserves the trash. Yeah. It's built to preserve the trash. It's not built to compost the trash. They have a compost heap. Yep. That's about 15%. About 30% goes to recycle, and then the rest of it gets buried in the ground.
Yep.
And they do it in a real systematic way. If you think trash is systematic, it's like it's a systematic way to say, okay, between this day and this day, we were using this section yard.
Yep.
But who's to say the guy driving the forklift that day decided not to push that piece of pile over on this side of the grid?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
it's
true.
A grid,
yeah.
2,000, right? So there's a lot of little things that go into play.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you watch the footage of what they are actually doing now,
yep.
you got to look at it and go, come on, really? Really? You're gonna pick all this stuff up, and then you're gonna sort through it all.
Yep.
And whatever, you don't even know what you're looking for, but you're looking for something.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna try to tie that to the case.
I know.
I don't think the defense attorney's gonna get up and go,
well,
come on, Joe.
Yeah.
That could be anything from here to here to here to Pueblo to Colorado Springs to Divide
to Cripple Creek.
All the trash comes there. So to say that that evidence has a chain of command, or what we call a foundation, somebody has to swear to the time and date that trash showed up there, you know.
And it's not possible to definitively do that. So
this isn't for the case.
Yeah.
This is history will show.
Yeah.
Woodland Park, he went down there and searched the dump for Kelsey's body.
Yeah.
This is what going to show, because the news people are reporting it, because we're reporting it, because we're talking about it.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so again, that doesn't do anything for them to catch Patrick. That doesn't do anything for them to get KK. In my opinion, I'm just a by the way, don't believe a damn word I say.
Okay.
Perfect. Just disclaimer.
Okay. Oh, we should have put that at the beginning.
It's all right now. It's on video. It's in history somewhere.
It is. Hey, I got a question for you.
Let's go.
Name, okay, and this can't be like your kids or your wife, but name 3 things you can't live without. It can't be a person.
Can't be a person.
Yep.
3 things I can't live without. Man, that's a good one.
Hey, he's gone quiet.
Without that quiet time. Can't live without the quiet time. Whether that's your prayer time, your meditation time, whatever time it is for you. I can't live without that time. You know, I feel like I can't live without the time to instill whatever I'm supposed to instill into my children. It's not the children, but I want to make sure that before I leave this place, that my kids will say, you know, of their father this, of their father this. And so I try to instill that, even to where I, like, seriously take my kid to things that my kid should never be at, and I'm like, oh, he's working for me right now, you know. And so I try to instill that the trades, like a farrier would pass on to his son the trade of a farrier. You know, and that to me is lost in a lot of ways. So I try to live with that, make sure I take that time with my kids and do that. And then I can't say my wife.
No.
I can't live without sex and love and all that stuff. So, I mean, I think that's a part of it, but that is fulfilled through my wife. I think that's a part.
I'll let you have that one.
When that love, the intimate relationship. I can't live without the intimate relationship. It's not a person. There you go.
Yeah, no, very good. Do you have a bucket list?
No, because I do. It's close to my dreams. So I call it my dreams, you know. So I dream big, you know. I tell people there's an old quote. I attribute this quote to a guy who let me fly his plane one time. So I'm up there filming this guy for a movie, and we're coming back from a film shoot over the Rocky Mountains. We're not filming anymore. We're just flying back. We've been all day in the air filming all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
We're coming back over the mountains. He's like, you want to fly this plane? And I was like, hell yeah. And so I'm flying this plane at about 18,000 feet over 14,000 foot peaks.
Dad without a pilot's license.
What?
Dad without a pilot's license.
Dad without a pilot's license. And we do this. I do this little flight back from Durango to Colorado Springs, and then I'm talking to this guy, and he says he actually says it in the movie. I think it's a quote in the movie that he says, when your memories exceed your dreams, you're on the way to the grave. And so I don't know who the official person is to quote that, but I got a lot of good memories.
That's a good one.
I got a lot of good memories, but I hope that my dreams far outweigh anything I've already done. And so, so a bucket list, I don't know. I got a dream list.
Yeah. So is that like at the top of it? What would there be?
That I was a good husband, that I was a good father, and then lived life, kind of to the fullest that I could with the cards I were dealt.
Yeah.
Maybe change the story along the way where you can. But as far as like doing things, man, I filmed a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And when you shit, that means you went somewhere and told someone's best story,
Yeah.
And
yep.
So, I've been and done a lot of places, been to a lot of places, seen a lot of things. Can't explain a lot of it, but I could tell stories all day and could take you somewhere to show you the film, And so along the way, I've seen a lot. So, man, I live in Woodland Park because I designed my life that way.
Yeah.
So we were in Colorado, we were on the Front Range, and these bitch mountains were just taunting and tempting us. Because the Front Range is like down the pass. You go from 8,000 feet to 5,000 feet. It's like there's the mountains, and you're still kind of out here in Kansas, in flatlands,
Yeah.
And so we live in northern Colorado. And I had an opportunity with a big corporate company that I kind of started doing contract work with.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of having to suck corporate cock-a-doodle-doo, I just said, hey, why don't y'all just hire me full time? And they were like, hell yeah. Why don't we just hire me full time? And so it worked out for 10 years or 7 years, I think it was, that I worked with this corporate company where they just I could have lived on the moon. I could have lived anywhere in the world, and as long as I pushed play and uploaded at the right time and made sure shit. And then I did live shows for them, so I got to travel with them, stay at the nicest hotels, get pimped out by me and my wife went on vacations in Boston, all over, Vegas, the beach, everywhere, just because we could. And I just did a little corporate prostitution. The time came where I was like, I don't even want to prostitute that much anymore. I want to do something else.
Yeah.
And so along the way, have just designed my life to where if I want to go camping for a week, I'm gonna go camping for a week with my kids. If I want to go fishing, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm in my office right now. Y'all gonna be on my kayak during the summer. Y'all gonna be fishing. So it's a matter of the season you're in life. There have been seasons that I've prostituted for work. There have been seasons that whatever. So this season is a whole new one. Really, this is a really cool thing. Where I'm in a position where my prostitution gigs are good.
Yep.
And this playing with whatever this is.
Yeah.
Let's
hang on.
Let's play season for a little bit,
Okay.
What? This is
no, I'm messing with you. It doesn't even work. I learned that from you.
What?
Fake phone.
Oh, that's your
I think that's part of your, yeah, that's part of your underground kit. We need
my burner phone.
My burner phone. What else do we need? What else do we need? If we want to be like Mike and we want to go underground and we want to be a YouTuber, what is in our underground kit? Burner phone.
Burner phone.
Sage.
So, the best thing is...
cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls. A wife that'll bring you cinnamon rolls.
Yes.
I don't know what's in this kit, man. This is new for everybody because I watched it yesterday happen for people that have been doing it for a minute. Like, and all of a sudden a switch clicked in them about something, and I was like, oh, see, now they're picking it up. And then, because I've watched this happen. I mean, listen, I'm not the most famous YouTuber in this town.
No.
Yeah. No, for real. Like, okay. So
I have no clue.
Okay, so who do you think the biggest... I'm not going to call them out because I'm going to make y'all go find them if you want to find them.
Yeah.
But let's ask the question. So how many subscriptions do you think the biggest YouTuber in this town has? 75. They have to be within Woodland Park, associated in Woodland Park.
50,000.
50,000.
I suck at your games.
I'm just going to look real quick because I just want to see what these kids are at right now. So...
Mike isn't very loud.
These kids are at 145,000
kids.
Subs. Kids are at 145,000 subs.
Oh, is that all?
Let me see what this guy's at. When I say kids, I don't want to give away who they are, so
okay.
I call every kids.
Okay.
That's kind of with the phone thing works. So that could be adults, that could be families, that could be children, that could be a lot of things. I say kids, that just means everybody. It's like saying these people. Yep. So I think, oh, who's the kid guy?
Wow, I thought they were literally children for a minute.
Well, there are children YouTubers here. There's one here. I know of one YouTuber here. She one time got in trouble with her phone at school. Yeah. And her dad had to come up to the school and explain to her school how the daughter made $3,000 a month on YouTube, and that if they'll pull her out of school and homeschool her if that's what we need to do, but this girl's taking off making money right now as a 12-year-old. And now that girl I know gets quarterly checks for $25,000, you know. And so there is, and that's right here. I know the guys who do the biggest online, they do one of the biggest online stores in the world. They're based right here in Woodland Park as the web designers. It's a real tech savvy. It's starting to become a real smaller young family deal. But I want to look at one more here because.
So it's Woodland Park. It says population 7,500. Or is that Teller County?
No, Teller County I think is more close. You could Google it, but I think it's closer to 10,000. Okay. I think obviously I could be wrong, and people are like, this thing has turned into a weird situation when people are like, oh, that was the wrong number. It's actually this or this. Yeah, so he doesn't even have that many. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy right now. He has about 60,000. No, there's a guy in town that has 60,000, which is no slouch. But I'm glad to see those other kids with 145,000, so that we can call them top dogs in Woodland.
Oh, good, good.
So anyway, it's a good fun time to be alive.
I think so. Yeah, it's bad and it's good. These family annihilators are kind of scaring me a bit.
Oh gosh, Colorado's just been a haymaker for y'all.
It's crazy. There was another one yesterday. 2 women were found, like semi-conscious in a bed, and there were 2 adults and 3 children murdered in the house. She murdered.
What was this at?
Anyone know where that was?
I need to burn some more sage.
Sage, that's what we need in our underground kit.
Oh yeah, you got to have the sage.
Burner phone, some sage, cinnamon, I've written it down, cinnamon rolls, a map of Woodland Park, and a flashlight. I didn't think...
I got the map.
Yeah, you got the map.
I got the map when I was running for mayor. And this is an official city map because we have a lot of little pockets that are county.
Mm-hmm.
And to run for mayor, you have to get so many people to sign a petition for you, but they have to be residents of Woodland Park. And so the ladies at the city were so kind to give me this map. So
I love you.
when I got my petition signed, that I knew that everybody was in the city limits. And some people didn't even know they lived in the city limits or lived in the county. So it's a real interesting place.
Don't smoke the sage. I'm going to write a song about that.
You write songs?
Not for a long time I haven't, but you've inspired me to write one called Don't Smoke the Sage.
Man, I was just at this place this morning that talked about the marijuana industry in Colorado. I was helping my buddy shoot some video. And kids, the nation's about to go, the world's about to go crazy.
You reckon?
So, yeah, I think hemp's about to take over. CBD's about to take over the world.
Well, I wish they would legalise it or at least decriminalise it here, especially for chronic pain.
They're going to catch on. Y'all a little backwards because y'all got all them criminals that got busted for it, so they've been like, we can never let that come here.
We're the last to get anything good. It took so long to get marriage equality.
Hey,
so long.
One of my favorite shows here in America is Australia Border Patrol.
Border Patrol.
The ones.
That's my dream. That's my dream job. Well, not Border Patrol, but to train canines to detect cadavers or drugs. Or that's my dream job.
I had a registered service animal that I trained with a dog trainer. So I went to this dog trainer, real popular dog trainer, and he had trained police dogs, he had trained military dogs, trained therapy dogs, service dogs. And I went to him and I was like, hey, I wanna use your dog services, but I want to spend a lot of money. I can't do it. Let me trade video services with you.
Yeah.
So I'll do videos for you. And then it turned into like, holy shit, I learned so much about dog training that at one point I let him wrap my whole truck in dog training paraphernalia. I was like, I'm bound and determined to be a dog trainer. I want to be a dog trainer the rest of my life. And then reality set in. It was like, you really can't make a living dog training unless you're famous. Unless you're like, if the white guy should have showed up before that little Hispanic Caesar guy. Because now, since Caesar took over, there ain't no dog training going on. So, it's, I love it though. I love the animals. And what I've seen of Patrick, oh, that's a different story.
What, killing kittens or? I'm just putting rumors out there, you know. That'll be the next one.
The headline's gonna read, Australian, Mrs. Murder, on with the underground, and Patrick is accused of killing
Patrick kills kittens.
That was funny.
Cool.
What are you talking about? What's the next question?
The next question I have is the last question I have on here. So
I want this video out.
We can do whatever we want because we're YouTubers.
Oh, what's the last question you got?
Okay. Picture this. Justice is served. Kelsey Bereth is laid to rest. What is next for Dad with a phone?
Ooh. Man, I've really become interested in the Mindy Lee case.
Now, I don't know anything about this. I have not Googled it. I have a lot to Google after this.
You go to Underground, if you go to Woodland Park Underground YouTube, there's a series of like 5 videos that talk about Mindy Lee, and it's an interview I did with Mindy Lee's mother.
Did she live in Woodland Park or?
Lived in Colorado Springs, but
Okay.
she still has a lot of guys up here in Woodland Park. And like, and this is one of the interviews. These are some of these interviews, or my reaction videos after doing these interviews. Man, some of them I wish I could take back, but part of me's glad it's out there. Like, I'm not afraid to like say whatever if I really believe it, or if I think that I have a reason for saying it.
Yeah.
If mom tells me that there's a witness to what happened to her daughter, and this is what happened to her daughter, and it was covered up, and the whole case is shady anyway, I tend to look at it and go, Mom's been looking at this for 10 years, you know? And they know every little nook and cranny of what had happened. They've seen all the video footage. They've looked at all the interviews. They've gone back and visited people in jail and done their own interviews.
Yeah.
And so, like, when I hear this stuff, I got interested. I'm interested in it. I'm not going to lie. You can call me bloodthirsty dad. You can call me dad looking at murders. You can call me whatever. There's some case that happened down the block. Yeah. Maybe around the corner.
It's just human curiosity, I think.
Okay, that happened in this little bitty town.
Yeah.
Something that happened here while I was here. I lived here. I bought the same pie that everybody else bought, right?
Yeah.
So that's one case. Oh, wait. Oh, can I still answer this question?
No.
Okay, so Mindy Lee is one.
Still do it anyway.
Mindy Lee. Number 2 is Joshua Maddox's case.
Boy in the chimney.
Boy in the chimney.
Yes.
Boy in the chimney.
That's a good one. Damn.
So this one hits close to home because the coroner responsible for it all lives on my block.
I can't even.
I get a t-shirt. Can I get a t-shirt? He actually does live on my block. He lives on Woodland Avenue. I live on Woodland Avenue.
I lived on Dad's block. T-shirt.
Oh man.
There's so many t-shirts. Oh my gosh.
Do my mug shot with I spent the night in jail with Patrick
Frazee.
That one's coming for sure. If it's not already out there, it's some bootleg New York t-shirt.
Oh my gosh. We can arrange that.
You can have that Australian rights over there for that shirt.
Thank you.
There you go. Y'all heard it live on Miss Murder. She has the Australian rights for the mugshot t-shirt. That's probably gonna be
so Mindy Lee. Anything else? So if
so
another murder turns up on your block, then
I'm gonna do Mindy Lee. I'm gonna do Joshua Maddox.
Joshua Maddox.
You got the October Crime Fest, which is gonna be real fun and interesting.
You have a crime fest. That's not fair.
So it's Colorado Crime Con 2K19. Hashtag Colorado Crime Con or hashtag CCC 2K19.
When's that?
That's October 11th, 12th, and 13th.
I'm counting my money.
So here it is.
I'm there. Oh.
Yeah, your big 17-hour flight over here.
Hey, I've done it before. I've done it twice. I did it when it was a 24-hour flight to Boston.
Yeah. So we're gonna do.
And I just did Vegas a couple of years ago.
2 nights. We're gonna do 2 nights, 3 days, all food, all meals paid for. It'll be like a catering style food, and then we're gonna do like a Teller County tour. And I think there's a group that's gonna go with Jay is for Justice and do a Chris Watts tour.
Anyone got a pull-out bed? Anyone?
What? Oh,
I'm asking chat if they've got a pull-out bed.
Yeah. So
can't hear you, Dad.
Listen,
what's going on?
That includes your lodging, because we're staying at a lodge that is 10 minutes from Patrick Frazee's property.
Ooh.
Yeah, 10 minutes from Omar's.
I did. I was just turning that music off. I didn't know if that would help because they were saying they couldn't hear you properly.
Oh, yeah, 10 minutes. So that's a big thing that what'll probably happen in this, because I think what happened is trial's going to get pushed out to 2020.
I think so. Yep.
Man, like, what's the hashtag going to be now? Murder at 2020? I mean, murder 2020? Murder 2020?
Murder.
It'll still be murder at 8500.
Murder at 8500 2020.
Yeah, it'll just be weird. But the 2020 date is kind of weird for me because I had other plans for 2020. I was hoping to have this wrapped up.
Oh, I'm sorry the murder didn't fit in with your timeline.
No, I know. Didn't fit in my timeline. It's not the trial, it's the court system.
Yeah, I know. It just drags and drags and drags, doesn't it? Imagine how Kelsey's parents must feel. Gosh.
Betting this is what Patrick's lawyers are betting. Patrick's lawyers are going to push this out as far as they can. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to court on Monday.
I wonder why they can't hear. They're having trouble hearing you. I've got my desktop audio up as high as I can go. What else? My sound's up as high as I can go, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to again. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to court on Monday. I hear it, but
I can hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Maybe refresh, guys.
Refresh, hit record, watch it later.
Watch it later. Share, like, subscribe, bell.
There you go. All that stuff we're supposed to do at YouTube.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do some stuff. Do you need to sell anything else? You got any cash apps? Are you monetized yet?
No. And the only reason I want to be is because I'm under no illusions that, you know, YouTube is going to make me rich or anything like that. It's just, it would be nice to just contribute something to the household. You know, having chronic pain and not being able to just, you know, go out and do a job and bring home. Yeah.
Get your PayPal and push
your
PayPal. Whatever other way to take cash money, because people will need to give, even if it's $1, and they give, and it does something. It does something in the world. So
yeah. Well, there's my information, guys. If you want to follow me or
you don't have wrenches in here. Omar Fraze is a wrench, huh?
She was. Yes, she is. Yeah. Bridget Parker. Oh, sorry, that's me. Bridget Parker.
Is that you too?
No. No, I met her in a true crime chat of about 150 people. Spelt exactly the same as my name. Bridget, Bridget, and she's Parker and I'm Pika. And we both live in Australia. We both take the same medication. It's weird.
That is weird. So there, yeah. So go subscribe. Dad maybe needs to wear his earphones. Oh yeah. The problem is I'm on my other burner phone that I don't have the. Where's my little adapter? I'm on an 8 or something.
I don't know. We got sound here, all right, didn't we?
Yeah. Everybody. I don't need to wear my earphones. What are y'all talking about? I talk loud enough. Do I need to scream at you folks?
Hey, Lucky Lou, who I don't think they will keep Patrick's trial in Teller County. I mean, I know you say they hope that they will, but I don't think they won't keep it here.
I'm not under a delusion about that. Take it out.
Mm.
Yeah, it's going to go to...
where would it go?
The people like why it's leaving. It's not leaving because they think they can find a jury that doesn't know about this. The only reason it's leaving is because Teller County only has 5,000 registered voters. Your jury pool comes from 5,000 registered voters. That's the entire Teller County. Now, please, somebody argue with me because it's probably 5,223 registered voters. What they're going to do is they're going to pool that registered voter and they're going to get 150. That's the max they're going to get out of there is 150 jurors. Then they're going to take those 150 jurors and try to get them down to 12. The defense is going to say, or the defense is going to say, nuh-uh, hell to the no. Let's go to Durango where we can get 1,000 pool of a jury because they have a bigger voter registration and they get 1,000 people to pull from instead of 150 people.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get a good jury. Or they'll bring it down to El Paso County, or they'll take it up to Denver, or they'll take it to, I doubt they'll take it to Grand Junction. I think it'll go to Durango, or I think it'll go to El Paso. It'll still be in the same district court. It's just a different jury pool. So that's why it's going to move if it moves. It's not going to move because they go up there and say, everybody knows about this case in Teller County.
Well, I think you said not everyone knows about it, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I can go to the local bar and I can say, have you heard about the Kelsey Barrett case? And people are going to go, who's Kelsey Barrett? And
Yeah.
I go, how about the woman who went missing? Oh, yeah, that one
Yeah.
that's in the news. Okay, what do you know about that? Well, what it's in the news, right?
Yeah.
I that the world is watching like you guys are watching. We are a small fraction of a very small fraction of a very small fraction of people.
Mm-hmm.
And so although YouTube is a massive audience, and there's people in Australia right now watching a dude from Woodland Park, we are still a very small fraction of society.
We are.
And so, but I think they're moving the jury pool based on solely the fact that you wouldn't be able to get enough jurors. Like, let's say you pull 150 jurors and 50 of them haven't heard of the case.
Yeah.
Or you know what they at the very first, or they're like, we don't watch a lot of news, or we don't know a lot of anything. We don't do internet. So let's say 50 of them say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think a crazy outnumbered day that people don't use the internet and see the news and all that. But I'll say 50. Let's say 50 people are clean. And then they go to those people and they're like, well, did you know Patrick? Well, who's Patrick? Well, he was the ferry Cripple Creek Donkeys. Oh, yeah.
It's that 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, so there's
someone knows, they might not know directly, but they know someone who knows this. They could just get them thrown out. Yeah,
you got to understand, Florissant, Colorado is in Teller County, and it only has like 102 people. And Divide is small, maybe a little bit bigger. Cripple Creek's a little bit bigger, but the majority of the people are right here in Woodland. And so Woodland Park has 2,500 registered voters, active voters.
Okay.
And so there's only 5,000 in the county. And so with some change. And so if they go somewhere bigger, they can get a bigger jury pool to start with. And so they can turn that 50 people, if they have 1,000 people and they say, who hasn't heard of it? Maybe there's 250, maybe there's 500 people, and depending on where they pull that jury from, it's going to be favorable. It's going to be favorable to Patrick if he stays in southern Colorado. If he goes to Durango, that's a cowboy town. It's favorable to Patrick.
Is it?
I think it is, in a sense of when people try to talk about the way he trained horses, or maybe the attitude around horses and dogs. Those people look at dogs,
but not kittens. Remember? But not kittens.
No kittens. I don't know what he did to the kittens.
No, I don't know.
They don't really care for the kittens.
No.
But they understand the dogs. The cowboy.
And
now,
horses.
If you go north to Denver, it's like saying this. In Teller County, they call it fish bait. In Denver, they call it sushi. You understand?
Yeah.
There's a cultural difference.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado is separated like Denver and everybody else. And everyone else is mountain people. Oh. There's people in sporadic Rocky Mountain areas. We have 1 or 2 other big cities like Pueblo, Grand Junction, and Durango, but that's really it. And then it's a bunch of ass mountains with a bunch of little mountain towns. And so...
And how many people live in Cripple Creek?
Cripple Creek.
Or is it just a creek?
No, Cripple Creek. There's more gold that comes out of Cripple Creek than anywhere else in the country.
I'll go there first. I'll stop by and grab some gold, and then I'll be able to pay for the thing in
Well,
October.
It is one of the last legal towns in Colorado that you can gamble in. So what you're saying is,
Wow,
you
really? Didn't know that. You can't gamble in Colorado.
Only certain places. Indian reservations, Cripple Creek. Yeah, you think this is land of the free and home of the brave.
Wow.
Do y'all have casinos everywhere?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like major cities all have one, and you know.
Oh, like Denver doesn't have a casino.
Wow, didn't even know that.
They have Blackhawk, which is an Indian-run casino. Yeah, what we did is we gave the Native Americans, like the casino rights to put on there. But that's a whole nother story, girl.
Oh my gosh, there's gonna have to be a part 2 of Dad with the Phone. I swear.
Dad doesn't know the Indian story. Is there any questions more about, Kelsey's case? Y'all anything you want to know?
I can't think of anything that I don't know. What about the guys? Guys, you got any questions?
Yeah, so do you know who the guys are?
Hey?
Do you know who the guys that were seen at the dump with Patrick?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you knew everything. And then you said you didn't know it. What about the guys? You were talking about your chatters, but you don't know about the guys that were at the dump with Patrick?
No. So clearly I don't know everything.
Yeah. But I'm just asking.
Who are they?
Who? I wonder how much news gets over there. Like, now you're pulling your news from the internet, but how much mainstream news has there been about Kelsey's case? Like, mainstream. Yeah.
I have no clue. Probably none.
None, huh?
No, it would all come from... Well, on Facebook I have Denver 7 Live. So that's how it came through for me, I think. But, no.
Okay, so interesting to me because that plays into my story real well. So what you're saying is that you found out about the case because of Facebook on Denver 7.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then
we don't watch TV because we've got a hive, with all the movies and TV shows on it, and there's Netflix, there's YouTube. It just no one really watches TV anymore. I mean, in my opinion.
They do daytime news.
Well, the 6 p.m. news. No, we don't watch TV anymore.
You don't put their feed on your channel? Do they have a Facebook?
Who? The news channels? Yeah. So channel 7, 9 and 10 are the main ones, and then channel 2, which is Australian Broadcasting Commission. Yeah, so I'm interested in more on how. So you found it on Facebook. That's easy enough.
Yeah. But you wouldn't think at any point maybe that there was nothing internationally about it then for you.
No, yeah. I don't know if we've got anyone here, Oldmar Fraze or Bridget. Do you guys watch the TV? I don't think any of that stuff. So Karina's saying she hasn't seen anything. They're more likely to report on local crime than international, unless it went viral. Then maybe they would. But
I would think that Kelsey's about as viral on Facebook. I don't think too many. I would wonder how many. But I'm getting messages now from people that I would have never thought definitely were never watching me. All the stuff that I've known in my past, message me going, "Hey Michael, we saw your thing on the whatever crime, So,
yeah.
Me, but they may be connected through people, so that's why they're seeing stuff, But it's not like people that have talked to me in 10 years,
Yeah.
And so I wondered even my sisters, if my sisters see something down in Texas or anywhere and they've seen stuff and ask questions of me and they're like, hey, they're saying this on the news here, but you're saying this, you know, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. You figure out which one you believe, your brother or the news.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's right. What do you do?
And
Oh,
so,
I'm out of drink.
I'm out of drink. Let's take a drink. Are we calling it good or are we going to keep going?
Up to you.
What time is it? I got to get this interview out, so
All right.
call it
We can call it a day, but we can do a part 2 if you want.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Talk more about them kittens.
Kittens, you're going to start these bad rumors.
Totally. Thank you for joining. Thank you. It's been awesome. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. We'll do a part 2, definitely. That was great. Hey. Alright, bye.